season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. 45-yard line. They run with Harris. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Finding Harris over the middle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3. Falcons nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well. So
here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
To throw now on first down. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Let's go. Fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
17 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Stick with it on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, We're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
This is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you mind the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Number 10. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. Touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after here coming up. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space. Maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense? The long handoff.
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
38-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they went to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the birthplace of rock and roll, Memphis, Tennessee. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Wizards trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Get in there, get what you want, boy.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 24.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to loft this one. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
6 brings up second and 4 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
34-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
The pass.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
17. Buccaneers, 13.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, wow.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
People ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 24-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Second and 6.
48-yard line.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harper. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Harris. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They started on the shadow of their own goal line, and boom, 5 plays later, they're in the red zone.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He is brought down at the 13-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back now onto the field comes the Atlanta defense. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Less than a yard.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Atlanta, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.